Okay guys, hey, welcome back. I asked you to do the independent practice, which was on page 181, 182. 1 through 13 odd is what I asked you to do. So here we go with the answers first. Check them. If you got them all right, great. If you got any mistake or made any mistakes, by all means, fast forward to the part that you need, or watch the whole thing and leave it up to you. Number 1, we have 16 and 7/10. Number 3, 103 and 100ths. Number 5, 80 and 200ths. Number 7, 1 and 73 hundredths of a second. Number 9, $24.85. For 11 and 13, that's one of those questions that have multiple answers. So I'm going to show you one way to get it done. You might have another way. Okay. So here we go. Number 1, 7.2, excuse me, and 9.5. Now I'm going to read the directions. I know I copied the problem down, but let me read the directions. It says find each sum. Okay, so I have to add 7.2 plus 9.5. I'm going to add 5 plus 2 is 7. Again, just in case, how does that work? 2/10 plus 5/10 does give you 7/10, so you know you're on the right track. Okay. But anyways, 7 plus 9 is 16, and there's your answer, 16.7. Okay. Number 3, 54.5 plus 48.51. Okay. 54.5 plus 48.51. Okay. It finally happened. I'm checking the place values. Here I have tenths. Here I have hundredths. Again, 5/10, 51 hundredths. I have to add those two things. This isn't fair. I need the same denominator, or over here, same place value. I need to have the same number of place values. So what's going to happen? Here I have tenths. Here I have hundredths. I need to have hundredths then, right, to make it the same. So multiply this by 10, multiply this by 10. I have 50 hundredths plus 51 hundredths. Now I can add them because the pieces are the same size. Okay, so when I'm adding that 0, that's what's going on. I'm annexing a 0. Okay, 50 plus 51, 101 over hundredths. So this would be, again, 0 plus 1 is 1, 5 plus 5 is 10. But you're like, wait, but you said 101 hundredths. Yeah, that 1, but look, I have 101 per 100. I have more than 1. By definition, this is going to be more than 100 because the numerator is bigger than the denominator. So anyways, that 1 goes here, 1.01. Anyways, just letting you know why that 0 is there and what it means. Okay? 4 plus 8 is 12, plus 1 is 13, carry the 1. 5 plus 4 is 9, plus 1 is 10, and there's your answer. Okay? Even with addition, don't forget to annex that 0. Does it change your answer? No, but I want you to always understand what you're actually doing. You're adding parts, and the parts must always be the same size if you're going to add them, whether it's fractions or decimal numbers. Okay? Just get into that habit, because when you start subtracting them, it really does make a big difference. Yep. 4 is not odd. Next one would be 5. I'm going to read the directions. Find the difference. All right, then. Again, this is number 5. I apologize for the sloppiness. We have 97 minus 16 and 98 hundredths. Let me erase that. Just looks weird. All right. Like I said before, we have a whole number. So we're going to change it into a decimal number. 97 and 0/10. We don't have any parts. It's just nothing but a whole number. Minus 16.98. Okay. 0/10 minus 98 hundredths. That doesn't work. Let's see what's going on. All right, so when I add that 0, I'm really multiplying the tenths by 10 to get hundredths. Okay, now you can see here it's not going to work. We're going to have to regroup and do all that business again. 0 minus 8. Nope. I have to regroup from here, but that's nothing. I can't work with that. So let's do this. 7 minus 1 is 6. And that 1 that I took goes here. I'm taking that whole number and breaking it up into hundredths. So now I have 100ths, right? Now, think of it this way. 10 minus 9. Well, actually, I can't even do that because I need it over here first. So I'm going to regroup. Take 1 from that. Now I have 10. 10 minus 8 is 2. 9 minus 9 is 0. 6 minus 6 is 0. 9 minus 1 is 8. I'm hesitating because I realize some of you may not understand how this works. What are you doing when you regroup? What are you doing when you regroup? And I want to teach you guys so badly, but I can't. I have to keep going with the 6th grade standard. So maybe I'll make a lesson a little later how subtraction works. Okay? What it means when you're actually regrouping. All right? But for now, just accept that this is what you're doing. You're just taking 1 away where you can. You can't take 1 away from 0, and so forth and so on. All right, number 7. I think it's a word problem. Let's check it out. The table shows the top 3 finishers in barrel racing. What is the time difference between Nicholas and Sancho? Nicholas and Sancho. All right. We have Nicholas and Sancho. Nicholas has a time of 14 and 67 hundredths of a second. Sancho has a time of 16 and 40 hundredths of a second. Now, the word find the difference means you're going to have to subtract. Okay. You're like, but which one's bigger? Just in case you really get confused with those decimal numbers. Again, here we have 14. Here we have 16. You should understand that 16 is larger than 14. So it's Sancho minus Nicholas. All right, now Sancho is 16 and 40 hundredths minus 14 and 67 hundredths. Pretty basic, no big deal. And here's where the regrouping comes into play. And they both have hundredths, tenths, hundredths, 2 place values, so we're good. I can't take away 7 from 0, so I'm going to have to take 1 from here. 10 minus 7 is 3. Great. 3 minus 6, can't do it. I'm going to take 1 from here. 13 minus 6 is 7. Decimal point, decimal point, decimal point. 5 minus 4 is 1, and 1 minus 1 is 0. And I believe that is the answer. Yes, it is. 1.73 seconds. Just had to check something. Yep. All right, let's lead us to number 9. Another word problem. So I better read it carefully and not go too fast, or I will make a silly mistake. And I know I make mistakes, but I don't like to make silly ones when I can avoid it. Okay, a hat costs $10.95, and a t-shirt costs $14.20. How much change will you receive if you pay for both of them with a $50 bill? All right. With word problems especially, before you do any math, visualize what are you actually doing? What's the situation? All right, this guy's buying a hat, and he's also buying a t-shirt. Again, not an artist, but I think you guys can see what I'm doing here. This guy buys both. One is $10.95. This is the hat. And the t-shirt is $14.20. All right. He's buying both. Okay. And the person says, well, how much change will you get if this person buys both and pays with $50? So I'm going to pay with, and I realize some of you are going to get this already, with a $50 bill. Pay with $50. Or you know what, not even a $50 bill. Well, it does say it, so $50 bill. If you can imagine, you may not have seen it. Maybe you have. I rarely see these, but there is a $50 bill. Okay, So what's going to happen when you buy stuff in the store? You have to add everything up that you're going to buy, and then you subtract it from what you pay with. Okay? So you're really doing two problems here. So the first thing is add. I'm lining up the decimal points, two place values, hundreds, hundreds. I'm going to add. 5 plus 0 is 5. 9 plus 2 is 11. 4 plus 1 is 5. 1 plus 1 is 2. All right. So we spent $25.15. Now, I'm going to take my $50 and I'm going to take away the $25.15 to get my change. Okay, like I said before, whole numbers, write them as decimal numbers. 50.0 minus 25.15. Tenths, hundreds. Again, 0 tenths, 15 hundredths. You need to add that 0. In other words, you have to multiply this by 10. You get 0 hundredths. Now, you're like, wait, that doesn't help us really because we still can't subtract 15 from 0. I realize that. But you still need to have the same number of pieces, same size pieces, same value. All right? So here we go. Oof, nope. So I'm going to have to go away from here. I'm going to have to do this very carefully. 4. This becomes 10. But I'm regrouping. This becomes 9. 1 goes there. Still regrouping. That becomes 9. 10. 10 minus 5 is 5. 9 minus 1 is 8. Decimal point. 9 minus 5 is 4. 4 minus 2 is 2. The change will be $24.85. All right. Number 11. This is the one where I said, look at the notes, see what you guys think. Lewis is finding 8.9 minus 3.72. Now let me just show you. And yes, the answer is there, but here. He says his answer is 5.22. What did he do wrong? What did he do wrong? Okay. You have $8 or 8.9 tenths, 8 and 9 tenths, excuse me, minus 3 and 72 hundredths. Well, from what I saw, he didn't line up the decimal points. That was his first mistake. And he didn't annex a 0 at the end. Again, here we have tenths. Here we have hundredths. Add that 0. And I'm not going to do this. Don't worry. I think by now you get it. Adding that 0 means you have the same number of pieces. Same value. Same denominator. Okay, or however you want to say it. But I'm thinking the same number of pieces. Same size pieces. Not number, but same size. Okay. So here we go. 0 minus 2. Nope. Regroup. 10 minus 2 is 8. 8 minus 7 is 1. 8 minus 3 is 5. So his mistake, one answer you could say is, he didn't annex a 0. He didn't annex a 0, and he didn't line up the decimal points. That was his mistake. 2 of them, actually, from what I saw in that little drawing. 13. Explain how you know that the sum of 12.6, 3.1, and 5.4 is greater than 20. All right. 12.6 and 3.1 and 5.4 is supposed to be greater than 20. Now, how do I know that without adding all these decimal numbers? Okay. Remember what I said before? If you just add the whole numbers, if you look at the whole numbers first, you can get a good idea what your answer should be. So I really have 12 plus 3 plus 5, and that's 15 plus 5. Oops, I kind of did the answer in my head. I apologize for that. 15 plus 5. And that's 20. Now, you might be thinking, wait. Well, how's that supposed to be more than 20? Well, don't forget, we just added the whole numbers. We didn't add the parts. If I add the parts, that's going to make this more than 20. So that's how I know the sum is going to be greater than 20. 20 plus the parts will give me something more than 20. Okay? And that's just one way to say it. It's not the only way to say it. It's just one way. Okay, I hope this helped.